Hey guys, I'm Tyler and welcome back to the channel. We got a couple of gigantic projects coming up to redo portions of the family lake house, and to do those and save a ton of time, I needed a power feeder, but the previous extension table was not stable enough to support that, so I decided why not go all in and build a super nice, super shiny, super stable one. That is what we're going to do today. We're going to use a ton of tools in the shop. Do you need all these tools? Absolutely not, but we have them, and let's have a ton of fun. This is a throwback to what you guys remember the table saw as. This is a laminated piece of particle board. I've always wanted to upgrade it, and now is the time to do that. I did slap the power feeder on here as well, and there's a couple things that I already want to change, which is why we're going to be doing this upgrade. I'm going to cut everything down to a more manageable 28 inches on the miter station here. I'm going to run the boards for this way. I think it might look cool, and it will give me more yield out of my roughly 8-foot long boards here, versus going this way, which I would have more waste in the boards. So just trying to save a little bit of wood. Ironically, I'm going to use the power feeder to build the table for the power feeder. That's how we do it around here. And you'll really realize how handy a tool it actually is as you see it work here. Got the new wing for the table saw drying right there, just pulled the power feeder off of there. Now the second step of getting the power feeder integrated into the shop is to put it on the router table, where I'm going to use it to make a bunch of cope and stick style doors. So here's the plan. We want to set the base of the power feeder over here so that we can pull the material through the router bit. The issue is I need to span this angled material right here, and the base of the power feeder will just barely do that. So what I'm going to do is offset it this way a little bit. On this side we'll use the T-nuts again, and on this side we'll have to use regular nuts that will be underneath this angle material, which is the same width as up there. I want to make sure the mounting position gives me enough room here so that I can move the fence properly for my rails and styles of doors and for any future projects, and in a position that I can also reach the power feeder over the bit where it needs to be. And start with a brad point bit to help me keep the hole nice and straight, but make sure over here we do not go all the way through, because we're going to hit that metal and we'll ruin our bit, so we need to change to a regular high-speed steel bit. Got some wing nuts and some inserts. These aren't threaded inserts. I don't know what you call these bad boys with the flange on the end and the spars that you don't want to get your finger on. but we will permanently mount those on the back of this, which is just the MDF, and then on the front we will use the wing nuts. You guys have seen me use this Mirka sander before. They gave it to me a couple years ago, and I just wanted to tell you about great customer service. I had an issue where I was sanding an outdoor table to put a new finish on it, and suddenly the sander stopped. I sent it in, and within a couple of days, I had a brand new sander, as you see right here. You actually see 2 Mirka boxes behind me right there. Brand new sander in my hand, ready to go, no questions asked. Great service. Thank you, Mirka. These brackets are how the table connects to the table saw. And as you can see, they stuck out because there was only a 3/4 inch table. But our new table is going to stick down a little bit further. So I'm adding some washers behind to make sure they're flush right here so that our table will sit down lower. And then we can flip around the other L bracket, which I'll show you in a minute, to connect everything here. And I'm just spacing these out by putting 3 3/8 washers behind the bolt. Alrighty, well, doesn't that look super shiny? That General Finishes Enduro Polyurethane is good stuff. And I don't know if you can see, I'll try to stay stable. Solid as a rock. We did use the power feeder to cut all of the strips for the extension wing, and the power feeder worked fantastic. I do think I will lube things up a little bit to make sure we have nice sliding motion over that table when we use it to make a ton of cabinet doors, face frame, and so forth for the kitchen. You guys don't want to miss out on these, so definitely make sure you subscribe and ring that bell so you know when we upload the next videos. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and you have some options for installing something like a power feeder or an extension table in the future. I'm DIYTyler, and you guys have a good one.